CA and Commerce Department. Next, I would like to welcome teaching and non-teaching staff and students from various colleges and my dear students. Once again, I welcome you all.
தள்ளி போடு யாராவது இதில் எடுங்கடி உட்காந்து.
Morning to the students and the chief guest of this function. It is my pleasure to introduce our chief guest of this technical session, Professor Sevaka Pandya. He is from Kristu Jayanti College, Bangalore, and he is the head of the department of Kristu Jayanti College, the computer science department, and the he has completed his UG at St. Joseph College, Tirunelveli, and he has completed his MCA, Hindustan College of Engineering, and completed MPhil at Manangalam Sundarnagar University. His specialization is mobile edge computing, and he has done his research on the topic of edge computing. The platform we are working make us as Kristu Jayanti College shape who are working to be a super genius. He is our well-wisher, and we have an association with Kristu Jayanti College and prestigious institutions in Bangalore. Apart from this, our Vivekananda College of Arts and Science, Computer Science and Applications Department, we have an MOU with the Kristu Jayanti College, and we have invited the faculty members for many events. Last month also, 15 of our students, they had visited Kristu Jayanti College campus and stayed for 1 week, and they have attended conferences and workshops and 3 days skill development programs. During their stay in their college, they had learned many things, and they had found many avenues by learning the things. When they return to our campus, they are trying to implement whatever they learned in their campus. They are trying, and they have developed few programs and few softwares for the benefit of our college, for the benefit of our department. So it is my pleasure to have a resource person from that prestigious institution for having a session with our students, and also from the outside participants. On behalf of our management and our students and the faculty members of Computer Science and Commerce, I would like to invite the resource person to handle this technical session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your welcoming introduction. I'd like to call Mr. Sevaka Pandya sir to share few words.
Good morning, dear students. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be here this morning. I believe this is a God-given opportunity to meet you all this morning. I'm so excited and so happy to see you all, the energy and the vibrant we are very fortunate to have Vivekananda College of Arts and Science students in our campus. 15 students came down, and we have a wonderful. They had a wonderful experience. We are very happy. It's a very happy moment for us to, guide them and teach them. We had a wonderful workshop there and a life skill training. So we want to see more students from Vivekananda College of Arts and Science to visit our campus. Okay, so that note, I wholeheartedly thank the entire management team, especially the Dean Sir and HOD Madam for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. Good morning, dear students. I see few faces whom I met in our campus. So thank you so much for being this morning with us. Okay, so today my topic, and I like to walk and talk. I don't want to stay in one place. Is it okay for you? Thank you. Right. So I've not gone into deep concept, or I haven't touched any of the standards which are provided by the IEEE or any of the standard organization on the topic which I'm going to discuss. So I came to know that UG students are majority sitting here to listen to this particular lecture, and our delegates also is there. So I have given a kind of a literary study, okay, literature survey kind of thing. So I've given us starting from cloud computing and how cloud computing changed, or how it changed the entire internet world, okay. So then from there, I'll try to, give you some details about why cloud is not so familiar and what you and I we need today. Okay, so that came another technology. Then that also we had a little trouble. Then we had a look into another. Say yes or no. Yes, sir. Thank you. Right. Okay. It's going to be the content what I'm going to discuss with you. So first I'm going to start with cloud computing. Okay. How many of you know what is cloud computing? How many of you know what is cloud computing? Have you heard about cloud computing? All are computer science students, correct? How many students are here? Oh, very good, very good. You also should learn. Okay? Because e-commerce is the most important thing. So you'll appreciate that, because mobile commerce is very much important today. Yes? Everybody using the smartphone and ordering through Amazon, Flipkart, right? You name it, you can buy anything in the net. Yes or no? So mobile commerce is one of the most important operations are there inside the internet. So I'm going to talk about cloud computing. Second, I'm going to talk about mobile cloud computing. Then mobile cloud computing also is not enough for the customers like you and me. So then we looked about edge computing. Okay, edge computing. So I'll explain you what is edge, right? I believe you know what is computing, correct? In all these terms, whatever I use, the last below is computing, right? So what is a computing? We need to do some process, okay? We need to do some processing. So if I need to do some processing, what other things are required? So based on my input, computer is going to do 5 plus 5. Am I right? Yes, that is what computation is all about. That is what computation is all about. So don't think about computation something else, right? It's a very simple concept. If I give 5, 5,
If I say add, it will add. If I say subtract, it will subtract. If I say multiply, it will multiply. So that is the logic what I am going to say to the computer. Right. So that is all about the computation. Then the edge computing. Then edge computing is also, it's become a very generic one. Then every customer is required or looking for mobile edge computing. Mobile edge computing. And finally, I put one question over there. What next? Even that is also not enough for us. Okay? Even that is also not satisfied for the customer like you and me. We want more. We want more. So what next? So then we have a Q&A session. You should answer me some questions. Then I will answer. Right. So first one, I don't think you were able to see the content what I put here, but I will explain to you. So what is cloud computing? What do you mean by cloud? What do you mean by cloud? Mega. Mega. Yeah. So cloud, it's there somewhere far away. It's there somewhere far away. So what do you mean by that? When I say cloud computing, I'm not going to do the computation inside my building. I'm not going to do my computation inside my building. Inside my building, I may have some big server. Okay, I may have a big mainframe system. People, TV operators, they follow what? Work, or we call it as a WAN, right? Based on the location, we can name them. Now if you see this one, so we are going out of the building and I'm going to do some computation which is far away from my location. So that is what the cloud computing. So there are two different things or two different platform you need to understand in cloud computing. One is called what? Services. On the right hand side you can see services. On the left hand side you can see location. Okay, location. Where you are going to deploy this cloud. Okay, where you are going to keep this Vanam. Okay, there are three different location deployment. One is private cloud. Private cloud na? The company market. Nobody else can come and access. Okay, nobody else can come and access. Only for the company. Say for example, X company. So X company will have one private cloud. Only the operations and the access, database, everything, எல்லாத்துமே அந்த ஒரு கம்பெனி மாத்திரம். வேற யார் வெளியில இருந்து யாரோ அதை அப்ரோச் பண்ண முடியாது. That is little bit secure. Okay, private cloud is little bit secure. Then the second one is the public cloud. Public cloud. What is the public cloud? Everybody can go and access. Gmail server, yeah. Everybody has a Gmail account. Name at gmail.com. So we are accessing. Everybody is accessing some public cloud, right? But there is a challenge in that. What is the challenge? Security. Yes or no? So sir, our mailbox is there. Hack yeah. So public cloud we have some issues, but there are so many solutions are available to control this particular. The third one is a hybrid. So whenever you say hybrid, it's nothing but combination of something two. Okay. So now public and private cloud we are going to combine. We call that cloud as hybrid cloud. Okay, so these are the three different location deployment. Okay, one I can do it private, one I can give it as a public, the other one is hybrid. Why hybrid? To bring security to public private combination. Is it clear? Because private has a security, public doesn't have that much of security like private. So to solve the problem, hybrid solution has come to it. Hybrid solution has come to it. Is it clear to you? Right. So on the other side, if you see, what are the different services we are providing through the cloud computing? You can see that one, software as a service. Okay, software as a service. See, when we be going and buying a Windows operating system or going and buying Windows, NetBeans or what you can say, Eclipse. I think Eclipse and all you are using for writing a Java program or any of the Visual Studio you are going to buy. So today, if you see that one, we are not going and buying any software from the software கடையில போய் நம்ம வாங்குறது இல்ல. So everything is downloadable. Yes or no? If I want a software, I can go to the particular website. I will download. So from where it is coming? It is coming from cloud. So software as a service. Software as a service. So the second one we have is called platform as a service. What is a platform? I want to run, say for example, my computer, how many operating system I can have? How many operating system I can have in my computer? You should answer my question, okay? It is not a one-way direction, one-way communication, it is a two-way communication. Yes, yeah, tell me. I believe this side commerce student, this side computer science student, is it like that? No, all mixed up? All mixed up? Okay, right. Right. Platform as a service. So what do you mean by platform as a service? How many operating systems? எத்தனை operating system என் கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல நான் வைக்கலாம்? 12 bootல ரெண்டு வைக்கலாம். சரியா? அதே இது if I will take the virtualization. Virtualization யாரு? வீட்டுக்கு சொந்தக்காரர் ஒருத்தர், விருந்தாளி 4 பேர். வீட்டுக்கு சொந்தக்காரர் ஒருத்தர், விருந்தாளி எத்தனை பேர்? 4 பேர் வச்சுக்கலாம், 5 பேர் வச்சுக்கலாம், 10 பேர் வச்சுக்கலாம். சரியா? அது வீட்டினுடைய ஓனரை பொறுத்து இருக்குது. அவர் பெரிய ஆளா இருந்தாருன்னா எத்தனை கெஸ்ட்னாலும் அவர் கால் பண்ணிக்கலாம். புரியுதா நான் சொல்றது? அது என்னது? விர்ச்சுவலைசேஷன். கீழே I will have a host operating system. அப்புறம் நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன்? கெஸ்ட் ஆப்பரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம்னு ஒரு 4-5 பேர் 6 பேர் 6 ஆப்பரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டத்தை நான் வைக்கலாம். So what is the advantage? இது வரைக்கும் ஒரு ஆப்பரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டத்துல தான் என்னுடைய அப்ளிகேஷனை நான் டெஸ்ட் பண்ண முடியும். கரெக்ட்? இப்போ நான் ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷனை எத்தனை ஆப்பரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம்ல at a time I can check? More than 5 to 6 operating system I can test my application. So cloud computing provides the platform as a service. The last below is the infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure na என்னது? பெரிய huge server. பெரிய huge server. I will go and get the server. Server வாங்கி அதுக்கு நமக்கு என்ன செய்ய முடியாது. Every company may not have the financial support or capital investment to go for that, right? So what we can do, cloud is one of the platform where you can use the infrastructure by paying. Okay, by paying. I'll give you the example, you will understand. Pharma students also, I'll give you an example, you will understand, right? So cloud computing, what is a cloud computing? It's a paradigm of computing. It's a paradigm of a computing, a new way of thinking about IT industry, but not any new or specific technology. Okay? இதுக்கு ஒரு குறிப்பிட்ட ஒரு டெக்னாலஜி அதெல்லாம் கிடையாது. இன்டர்நெட் தான் பேஸ். இன்டர்நெட் இஸ் தி பேஸ். So using the internet opportunity or internet bandwidth, we are going to build a virtualization environment. At a time, என்ன செய்யலாம்? Millions of customers if they want to access. Today we are accessing this or no? நீங்க எல்லாரும் விவேகானந்த காலேஜ்ல இருந்து இமெயில் ஆக்சஸ் பண்றீங்க. பெங்களூர்ல நாங்க கிறிஸ்டி ஜெயந்தி காலேஜ்ல இருந்து எல்லாரும் ஆக்சஸ் பண்றோம். At a time, many people are accessing. Correct? யாருக்காவது என்னைக்காவது ப்ராப்ளம் வந்ததுன்னா we never face any issues. Okay? Accessing to the server. So how it is possible? So there is a huge infrastructure that has been provided by the company. Have you understood this one? Right. So properties and characteristics: high scalability, elasticity, then high availability and reliability, high manageability and interoperability, high accessibility and portability. So every T gives an advantage to the cloud computing. Okay? Scalability. எப்படினாலும் நீங்க இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணிட்டே போகலாம். இப்போ என் சிஸ்டத்தை நான் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணனும்னா I have a restriction. கரெக்ட்டா? ஒரு ப்ராசஸர் தான் நான் வச்சிருக்கேன் டிசைன் பண்ணி இருக்குது அப்படினா மதர்போர்ட்ல I cannot add one more processor. Yes or no? Can I add one more processor in my motherboard? My motherboard will not allow. Even motherboard will not allow. Yes or no? So, very restricted design. We cannot add. Scalability is not there. But if I want to increase my computing, cloud is a wonderful platform. என்னது? அப்படி இன்னொரு மிஷினை நான் கிரியேட் பண்ணி virtual machine. அப்படி இன்னொரு virtual machine நான் கிரியேட் பண்ணணும். Virtualization gives a much more advantage for the cloud computing. எப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்குது? புரியுதா நான் சொல்றது? Are you able to follow what I'm saying? Okay. You have to ask me question, okay? Right. So, enabling technology or enabling techniques என்ன cloud எது ரன் பண்ணுது? Who is running this cloud? Computer. பாத்தீங்கன்னா first one hardware virtualization. We have a hardware virtualization. What is a hardware virtualization? இப்ப நான் சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, ஒரு ஹவுஸ் ஓனர் 5 கெஸ்ட் வச்சிருக்காரு, 5 கெஸ்ட் கூப்பிட்டுருக்காரு. இப்போ 5 பேர் என்ன நினைக்கணும் அப்படின்னா, என்னை ஒரு நல்லா கவனிக்கிறாருப்பா. 5 பேர் என்ன நினைக்கணும்? என்னை ஒரு நல்லா கவனிக்கிறாருப்பா நினைக்கக்கூடாதா? அதுதானே நம்மளுடைய விருந்தோம்பலுடைய தமிழர்களுடைய விருந்தோம்பல் அடையாளமே என்னது? உபசரிக்கிறது அடுத்தவங்க. கரெக்டா? அப்போ ஒரு வீட்டு ஓனர் இருக்கிறாரு, 5 விருந்தாளி வந்திருக்காங்க. 5 விருந்தாளியை என்ன செய்யணும்? They should feel comfortable. Oh yes, the வீட்டு ஓனர் சூப்பர் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சிடணும், எல்லாரும் சொல்லணும். ஆனா அவர்கிட்ட இருக்கிறது பாத்தீங்கன்னா என்னது? ஒரே ஒரு CPU, ஒரே ஒரு ஹார்ட்வேர். அதே பழைய சரி, அந்த வீட்டு ஓனர்கிட்ட இருக்கிறது என்னது? ஒரே ஒரு CPU, ப்ராசஸர் 1, எதர் டுயல் கோட் ஆர் குவாட்ரா கோட் வாட் எவர் இட் இஸ், பட் ஒன்லி 1. அதுக்கப்புறம் அவர்கிட்ட இருக்கிறது ஒரே ஒரு ஹார்ட் டிஸ்க். ஆனா இங்க ஒண்ண வச்சுட்டு அவர் என்ன பண்ணணும்? 5 பேரை சமாளிக்கணும். 5 பேரும் என்ன செய்யணும்? அப்ப என்ன, எப்படி யார் அதை செய்ய முடியும்? How they can do? அந்த வீட்டு ஓனர் வந்து என்ன செய்யணும்? அவரை விர்ச்சுவலைஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரு ஹார்ட்வேர் அங்க இருக்கணும். அப்ப என்னன்னா 5 பேரும் ஃபீல் பண்ணுவாங்க, எஸ் எஸ் CPU is with me, hardware is with me. Okay, all the process, every 5 guests will feel that எனக்கு தான் CPU கொடுத்திருக்காரு ஓனர். வீட்டு ஓனர் எனக்கு CPU கொடுத்திருக்காருப்பா, இன்னொரு எனக்கு மெமரி கொடுத்திருக்காருப்பா. அப்ப எல்லாரும் they can feel the same way. That is what hardware virtualization is all about. Everybody feels that they are treated well. Okay, they are treated well. So that is the concept of virtualization. Any question you have? Hello, question இருக்கா? Okay. அப்புறம் 2 parallelized and distributed computing. So இது எப்படி நம்ம எப்படி புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம்? Parallelized computing and distributed computing. What do you mean by that? Parallelized computing. Parallel என்ன செய்யணும்? Multiple work has to be done. So ஒரு வேலையை ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டர் செய்யறதுக்கு பதிலா என்ன பண்றோம்? We are sharing the load with multiple computers. Parallel computer அதான் meaning. Distributed computer என்ன? You don't know who is on the other side, but somebody is doing my work. Another load தாங்க முடியல, so I am giving my load to some other machine which is not in my vicinity. That is distributed computer. Correct? Parallel computing, you know who is doing your job. Okay? System 1, system 2, system 3, system 4. I know who is doing my job. Distributed computing, you never know the destination point, who is doing my job, but somebody is doing my work and giving back my result. Are you following what I am saying? So that is what we call distributed computing. இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் main platform. யாரு? Hardware virtualization is one. The second one is parallel computing. Other one is distributed computing. And the third fellow, you cannot leave that one. He is the most important. Because when we say internet, there is something called web services. There is called web services. Who is giving the backbone? அவர்தான் முதுகெலும்பு மாதிரி இருந்து என்ன பண்றாரு? எல்லாரையும் கோஆர்டினேட் பண்ணணும். எங்க வானத்துல போய் பண்றீங்க இல்லையா? So web services, he is the most important person. He has to coordinate everybody. He has to coordinate everybody. Understood this one? Okay. Next, what are the features of cloud computing? What feature is cloud computing? So number 1, resource pooling. Resource pooling. எவ்வளவு டிவைஸ் நான் சொன்ன ஸ்கேலபிலிட்டி. நீங்க எவ்வளவு கெஸ்ட் வேணாலும் என்ன செய்யலாம்? ஆட் பண்ணிட்டே போறோம். என்னன்னா கீழ இருக்கிற ஆளு ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கும். பேஸ்மென்ட் ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கும். அப்ப பில்டிங் வந்து ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கும். கரெக்ட்டா? சோ அந்த மாதிரி the host operating system, if they are capable of adding more resources as a guest, then the resource pooling can happen. எவ்வளவு ரிசோர்ஸ்னால என்ன செய்யலாம்? ஆட் பண்ணிட்டே போறோம். The second one, on demand self service. On demand self service. What do you mean by on demand self service? On demand செல்ஃப் சர்வீஸ். என்னது ஆன் டிமாண்ட் செல்ஃப் சர்வீஸ்னா? நீங்க பெங்களூருக்கு வந்தீங்கன்னா எந்த ஹோட்டலையும் நம்மள மாதிரி இங்க தமிழ்நாடு மாதிரி உட்கார்ந்து சாப்பிடுற ஹோட்டல் ரொம்ப கம்மி. நான் என்ன சொல்லுவேன்னா அதை சாக்கர்னு சொல்லுவோம். சுப் சாக்கர், சாந்தி சாக்கர் அப்படின்னு. அதெல்லாம் என்ன தெரியுமா? ஆன் டிமாண்ட் செல்ஃப் சர்வீஸ். எனக்கு வயிறு பைசா போய் ஒரு மசாலா தோசை வாங்கி சாப்பிடணும். ஒரு சர்வர் வரமாட்டா, ஒரு ஆள் வராது. நீங்களா காசு கொடுக்கணும், டோக்கன் வாங்கணும், நீங்களா போய் சேர்ல உட்காரணும். சில ஹோட்டல்ல சேர் போட்டுமா, சில ஹோட்டல் நின்று சாப்பிடணும். புரியுதா? அப்புறம் அவன் என்ன சொல்லுவான்? உங்க பேர் சொல்லிலாம் கூப்பிட மாட்டான். உங்க பேர் அவன் மாத்திடுவான். மசாலா தோசை அப்படின்னு கூப்பிடுவான். இல்ல ஊர்தா போனீங்கன்னா ஊர்தா பொண்ணு கூப்பிடுவான் நம்மள. சோ அப்ப நம்ம என்ன செய்யலாம்? நான் தான் யார் மசாலா தோசை போகணும். அப்புறம் மசாலா தோசை வாங்கணும். இது என்னது? ஆன் டிமாண்ட் செல்ஃப் சர்வீஸ். ஆன் டிமாண்ட் செல்ஃப். எனக்கு எப்ப தேவை அப்ப போய் நான் என்ன செய்யலாம்? சர்வீஸை நான் வாங்கிக்கிறோம். புரியுதா? சோ கிளவுட் கம்ப்யூட்டிங்ல செகண்ட் சர்வீஸ் என்னது? ஃபீச்சர் என்னது? ஆன் டிமாண்ட். தேவை எப்ப இருக்கோ அப்ப போய் நான் என்ன செய்யலாம்? ஃபில் பண்ணிட்டு வரணும். ஓகே, பட் காசு பே பண்ணணும். அது இருக்குது. பே as you go. பே as you go. சும்மா கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்கல்ல? சும்மா யாரும் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. So when you go, you have to pay for it. Sir, no? Yes. So third one, easy maintenance. Very easy. விர்ச்சுவலைசேஷன் இருக்கிறதுனால ஏதாவது ஒரு சிஸ்டம் காலியானாலும் நெட்வொர்க்ல some other system will come up and take care of the entire network. இப்போ நம்ம இண்டிவிஜுவலா நெட்வொர்க்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய ப்ராப்ளம் வரும். one system goes out. I think நீங்க நெட்வொர்க் படிச்சிருக்கீங்களா? படிச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. கரெக்ட். அதுல பாருங்க என்னெல்லாம் படிக்கிறோம் நம்ம? டோக்கன் ரிங் படிக்கிறோம், டோக்கன் பஸ் படிக்கிறோம். ஏதாவது ஒரு சிஸ்டம் காலி ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா the entire network will have a problem. ஆனா விர்ச்சுவலைஸ்ட் என்வாயர்மென்ட்ல அது என்ன செய்ய முடியாது, நடக்காது. ஏன்னா ஒண்ணு போச்சுன்னா somebody else will be there to take care of your work. சரியா? So புரியுதா? ஓகே சரி. now the fourth one, large network accessibility. இது வரைக்கும் ஒரு சின்ன இதுல இருக்கீங்க, இப்போ என்ன பண்றீங்க? large network accessibility. ஒரு கிளவுட் இன்னொரு கிளவுட் கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ணலாம், இன்னொரு கிளவுட் கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ணலாம். அப்படியே நீங்க கனெக்ட் பண்ணி என்ன செய்யலாம்? you can go for a wide range of access, large accessibility. அதுதான் கிளவுட். மேகங்கள் பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா? இங்க ஒரு கூட்டம் இருக்கும், அங்க ஒரு கூட்டம் இருக்கும். இந்த மேகம் அந்த மேகத்தோட பேசுதா இல்லையா? காத்தடிச்சதுன்னா ஓடியாது இல்லையா? So அந்த மாதிரி they communicate. I want more memory. So what I can do? I will ask the infrastructure cloud, hello, give me 10 TB. காசு பே பண்றோம், அவ்வளவுதான். 10 TB யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அப்ப 10 பிளஸ் 1 TB, எனக்கு 11 TB இருக்குது. போதும். TB னா என்னது? டெராபைட். TB னா வேற என்ன இருக்கு? டெராபைட். சரிதா? people will also be saying that TB. So அது வந்து டெராபைட். So இப்ப பாருங்க, so you can increase the resource whenever you want. You can increase the resource whenever you want. Then the next one, ஆறாவது பாயிண்ட், automatic system. யாரும் போய் உட்கார்ந்து சுவிட்ச் ஆன் பண்ணி க்ளோஸ் பண்ணி அதெல்லாம் கிடையாது. ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா என்ன செய்யும்? கிளவுட் கம்ப்யூட்டிங் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங். ஆட்டோமேட்டிக் சிஸ்டம். ஏன்னா எல்லாமே விர்ச்சுவலைஸ்ட் என்வாயர்மென்ட். சிஸ்டம் 1, சிஸ்டம் 2, சிஸ்டம் 3, சிஸ்டம் 4 எல்லாம் என்ன செய்றாங்க? ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா they will work. When they come into the cloud network, they work perfectly. Then we have economical. Cloud வந்து economical. Yeah. Why it is economical? சரி, காமர்ஸ் பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் கொடுத்துறேன். ரைட்டா? எத்தனை பேர் காமர்ஸ் இருக்கீங்க? கை தூக்குங்க. ஓ, எல்லாம் முன்னாடி தான் இருக்காங்க. முன்னாடி வந்து. ஓகே. சரி. உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் ஷேர் மார்க்கெட் தெரியும் இல்லையா? ஷேர் மார்க்கெட் தெரியுமா? ரைட். நம்மளுடைய கண்ட்ரியினுடைய ஷேர் மார்க்கெட் வெப்சைட் என்னது? NSE, National Stock Exchange .org. சரி, அதை நீங்க ஹோம்வொர்க் பண்ணி பண்ணுவோம். ரைட். இப்போ நேஷனல் ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் இருக்கு. சரியா? நேஷனல் ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச், how they work? They work between two bells. நமக்கு கிளாஸ் ஆரம்பிக்கிறப்ப ஒரு பெல், முடிக்கிறப்ப ஒரு பெல். அதே மாதிரி அவங்களுக்கும் ஓபன் பண்றப்ப ஒரு பெல் காலையில, க்ளோஸ் பண்றப்ப ஈவினிங் ஒரு பெல். So it works between two bells. Opening bell, closing bell. Yes or no? அப்படிதான் ஷேர் மார்க்கெட் ஒர்க். அப்ப பாருங்க, whole day. Say for example, morning 9 o'clock my share market is getting open. சரியா? What time they are closing? 4:30 they will close. 4 they will close. இப்போ morning 9 ல இருந்து 4 வரைக்கும் you can see the NSE website, National Stock Exchange website. நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா every minute the graph getting changed for each and every company. இல்லையா? அப்புறம் நம்ம நாட்டோடைய ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் நீங்க பார்க்கலாம் எவ்வளவு தூரம் நம்ம பாண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் எப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்குறதையும் you can see in a graphical representation in a dashboard. So இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா from morning 9 to evening 4 o'clock we are highly utilizing the server. Yes or no? Ana after 4:30 till next morning 8:30 அதே அளவு டேட்டா பேண்ட்வித் நீங்க யூஸ் பண்றீங்களா? இல்ல. ஏன்னா எல்லாம் தூங்க போயிட்டாங்க. இல்லையா? யாரும் ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ஒர்க் ஆகாது. 4:30 மேல யாரும் ஷேர் விற்க முடியாது, வாங்க முடியாது. So 4:30 மேல you don't have that much of power of bandwidth to use your network. Say for example, இப்போ நான் போறேன் IBM company போயிட்டு, so I need one data server. சரியா? So கொடுப்பா 24/7 I have to use my server. அவன் உடனே என்ன சொல்லுவான்? $1 billion per year அப்படின்னு சொல்றான்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. இந்த $1 billion பிசினஸ் அவனுக்கு அடிக்கல. ஆனா கம்பெனிக்காரனுக்கு நம்ம கையில இல்ல, நம்ம தலையில வச்சிருவாங்க. கரெக்ட்டா? அவன் போற லாஸ் என்ன செய்வான்? கஸ்டமர் தலையில வச்சிருவான். இப்போ என்ன கிளவுட் கம்ப்யூட்டிங் வந்து என்ன பண்ணிடுச்சு தெரியுமா? morning 9 to 4:30 தான் என்னுடைய bandwidth அதிகம். So that time I will pay more and I will get the bandwidth. புரியுதா? That time I will pay more and I will get the bandwidth more. After 4:30, based on my requirement, demand, on demand service, self service. எனக்கு எவ்வளவு தேவை இருக்கோ அவ்வளவு ரிசோர்ஸ் என்ன செய்யலாம்? கிளவுட்ல இருந்து I can pay. One. You got it? You got it? Right? எவ்வளவு தேவை இருக்கோ அப்ப என்ன கம்பெனி என்ன செய்யும்? $1 billion ப்ராஜெக்ட் இப்ப என்ன ஆகுது? எவ்வளவு ஆச்சு? 1000 lakhs முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. 100 lakhs முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. ஈஸியா என்னது சால்வர் ப்ராப்ளம் சால்வர். அப்ப என்ன பிசினஸ் getting a profit economic and implementing scalability இருக்கிறதுனால you can increase any size of your product. So that is what economic. Security. This one is a positive and a negative, as I told you. Private cloud we have little more secure. Public cloud we is not that much secure. But hybrid try to bring together and give some kind of a security platform. Okay. Third, fourth, last one, pay as you go. So wherever you are using, you have to pay for it and you have to move on. Okay. Then measured service. What is a measured service? What is a measured service? நீங்க 5 நிமிஷம் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க, அவன் 1 ஹவருக்கு பில் கொடுக்குறான். சந்தோஷமா கேட்டா இருக்கீங்க? ப்ராடக்ட் கால்குலேட் பண்ணி கேட்போமா இல்லையா? இல்லையா? டிவி ரீடிங் எடுக்க வராங்க, டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் நம்ம என்ன இருந்து இபில இருந்து மீட்டருக்கு மேல காசு கொடுக்குறோமா? நம்ம எவ்வளவு காமிக்கிறோம் அதுக்கு தான் நம்ம காசு. இல்லையா? மெஷர்ட் சர்வீஸ். How much I am using, I must pay for it. Are you getting my point? How much I am using? Measured service. அதே போல accountability. What is accountability? How many resources are available? Okay, 10 resources இருக்குது, 2 யூஸ் ஆயிருக்கு, 8 available. இந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் கேதர் பண்ணி கஸ்டமருக்கு கொடுத்துட்டே இருக்கணும். measured service. Okay, so these are all the features of cloud computing. Any question in this slide? Sir, next thing. Yeah, அடுத்தது cloud computing you have understood. புரிஞ்சுதா இல்லையா? புரிஞ்சுதா இல்லையா? features புரிஞ்சுதா இல்லையா? Any question before I go forward? Answer is no. Okay, okay. Everything is understood. That's right. Like everything. There is no fuzzy condition. ரெண்டு பக்கமும் இல்லை, யாரும் சொல்ல முடியாது. ஏதாவது ஒரு பக்கத்துல இருந்தே ஆகும். புரிஞ்சு சார் நீங்க சொல்லி கொடுத்தது I was able to understand ன்னு சொல்றீங்களா இல்ல எனக்கு எதுவுமே புரியல எல்லாத்தையும் மூடி காமிச்சு சொல்றீங்களா புரிஞ்சது very good appreciate that. Second, next one, let us move to the next topic. So cloud computing, we have some of the issues, right? Now என்ன பண்றோம் இப்ப எல்லாருமே மொபைலோட விளையாடிட்டு இருக்கோம் எல்லாருமே என்ன செய்யலாம் மொபைல் இல்லாத ஆளே கிடையாது யாராவது இருக்கீங்களா அப்படி மொபைல் இல்லாத ஆள் okay so everybody started using mobile, correct? Everything you want to download, we are downloading through mobile. Every very user friendly access. Now என்ன பண்றோம் why this cloud computing இன்னொரு பக்கத்துல இருக்குது என்னது mobile computing னு ஒன்னு இருக்குது. What is a mobile computing? On the move we can do the computation. On the move we can do the computation. இப்போ என்ன பண்றோம் mobile computing cloud computing சேர்ந்து புதுசா ஒன்னு உருவாக்கிட்டாங்க அதுதான் mobile cloud computing. Mobile cloud computing யாரோ mobile computing cloud computing ரெண்டு டெக்னாலஜி சேர்ந்ததுனால என்ன வருது mobile cloud computing. What is this mobile cloud computing? Already mobile computing mobile என்னென்ன ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குது what are the disadvantages we have in our mobile device? Battery நிக்காது yes or no battery நிக்கிறது இல்ல ரெண்டாவது ஸ்டோரேஜ் கிடையாது நான் தேவையான அளவுக்கு மேல என்னால ஸ்டோர் பண்ண முடியாது அப்புறம் நெட்வொர்க் ப்ராப்ளம் என்ன இந்த செல் நெட்வொர்க்ல இருந்து அந்த செல் நெட்வொர்க் போயிட்டா கனெக்ஷன் போய்டும் எஸ் ஆர் நோ நீங்கள் அழைக்கின்ற நபர் வேறு ஒரு தூரத்துல இருக்கிறாரா எந்த தூரத்துல இருக்காரு நமக்கு தெரியாது ஆனா வேறு தூரத்துல இருக்கிறாருன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கு புரியுதா so you are not in the network coverage yes or no you are not in the network coverage. So you see here you are in a mobile computing one side cloud computing on the other side merging together we are bringing what mobile cloud computing. How you are going to solve this problem? முதல்ல battery problem okay so the next one is the storage problem. So how we are going to do? See today I must be able to do everything in my mobile. That is what the customer needs. சரியா அப்படியே ட்ரெயின்ல போயிட்டு இருக்கிறப்பே டேட்டாலாம் அனலைஸ் பண்ணணும் இதுக்குன்னு நான் போய் என் வீட்டில் போய் உட்காந்து லேப்டாப் ஓபன் பண்ணி கனெக்ட் பண்ணி அதெல்லாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது. I was able to do everything what I do in my laptop or desktop. I should be able to do it in my smartphone. That is the requirement of the customer today. Yes or no? Correct? How many people we are coming on the way? We are coming to the college. We are ordering something. Yeah. இதெல்லாம் நீங்க ஆன்லைன்ல ஆர்டர் பண்றதுல சாப்பாடெல்லாம் ஆர்டர் பண்றீங்களா ஓ அந்த வாங்க பெங்களூர் ஒருத்தர் சமைக்கிறதே கிடையாது எல்லாருக்கும் ஹாலிடே தான் எல்லாருக்கும் ஹாலிடே கிச்சன்லாம் அப்படியே தான் இருக்குது பாத்திரம்லாம் புதுசா இருக்கு ஏன் வேலைக்கு போயிட்டு வந்த உடனே swiggy.com zomato.com எல்லாம் சொல்லி எனக்கு என்ன வேணும் பிரியாணி கொண்டு வாப்பா ஒரு ஆர்டர் பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நிமிஷத்துல பிரியாணி சூடா வந்து everything is through mobile யாராவது லேப்டாப் உட்கார்ந்து கனெக்ட் பண்ணி nobody is doing everything is on one click in the mobile. அப்ப எப்படி நான் I should be able to do my computation in the mobile phone. What I was doing in my desktop machine or in my the laptop I should be able to do it in my mobile. So இதுக்கு என்ன ஆச்சு அப்படினா mobile phone யூஸ் பண்ணி we are able to do analytics, we are able to do some documenting all the stuff, cloud we connect பண்ணலாம் நம்ம mobile phone. So every process is there. So that brings what இப்போ என் mobile phone ல storage இல்ல. Okay, so what I'm doing, I will transfer my data to cloud. Yes or no? iTunes கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? Apple iTunes அதுல ஃபுல்லா சாங்ஸ் அங்க தான் இருக்கு. என்னென்ன சாங் வேணுமோ காசு கொடுங்க, ப்ளே பண்ணுங்க, டவுன்லோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. காசு கொடு, டவுன்லோட் பண்ணுங்க, கேளுங்க. Correct? So it's a very flexible process today. Very flexible process today. So whenever there is a need of a storage, I am diverting that. Where I am doing? I am putting it to a mobile. Okay. So mobile cloud computing. So what is the motivation? In the motivation, mobile devices. is a part of a human life today. அதுல என்ன தூக்கமே வர்றதில்ல சில பேர். Yes. Yes or no? அடுராத்துல இருந்தாலும் பஸ் அதெல்லாம் பாக்குறேன் ஏதாவது மெசேஜ் வருதா இல்லையா? இல்லையா? ரைட்ட போட்டது சிம்பிளா பண்றோம். மொபைல்ல தான் தேடுறோம். என்ன மெசேஜ் ஏதாவது வருது. We are very attached to this mobile phone. So it is very much part and parcel of the human life. So the next one is dream of information at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. எல்லாம் level பண்ணில இருக்கணும். So that is what we are expecting today. Technology supporting for that. Okay, so that is one, the motivation factor. Then mobile devices still lack in resource compared to the conventional information processing device such as PC and laptop. Even today we have a problem. Yes or no? First Nokia generation phone யாரெல்லாம் பார்த்திருக்கீங்க? எப்படி இருக்கும்? Single camera. Exactly like a brick one. Okay, why? நம்ம இருக்க hard disk apply பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க. First generation, right? So now today what we have, we don't have a hard disk, we have a flash memory. Frontal memory. Okay, very small, tiny circuit is helping us to finish up all the memory storage. Is it right? Yes or no? Semiconductor design. So many high-level technologies have come to design your memories today. So other மாதிரி நிறைய மாற்றங்கள் வந்ததனால என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா mobile device still we have a lack of problem in the storage when we compare with the processing devices like laptop and desktop, but still customer wants, okay, we need a mobile phone. Okay, that is the most important motivation to bring this mobile cloud computing. What is a mobile cloud computing? It's a combination of cloud computing and mobile network to bring the benefits for the mobile users, network operators, as well as cloud providers. Everybody is going to have a win-win situation. Everybody is going to have a win-win situation. And a win-win situation and whatever I want, I need to get satisfied from the technology. Okay, for that I'm paying for you. So you also pay. So that is one. Then, what is a mobile computing? At its simplest, what is that I have given? Refers to an infrastructure where both the data storage and data processing happens outside the mobile device. A mobile device is another one. I can't do this work, the computation in my mobile phone. Mobile phone has a lot of restrictions. So now, imagine if I do the computation in my mobile phone, what will happen? ஒரு கால் பண்ணீங்கன்னா 24 மணி நேரம் ஆகும் போய் சேர்றது. Will be happy with that? கால் பண்ணிட்டு அப்படியே பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கும். Yeah. So we have now monitored. So mobile computation. So we have to share the load to somewhere outside the mobile device. So that is what the mobile cloud computing is going to. What are the applications? Number one, offloading the computation. Everyone have time? Madam, till what time I can go? 2 o'clock. Very good. Thank you. I got somebody saying 2 o'clock. What was? Okay. Offloading the computation. What is offloading the computation? I am not able to do with my mobile phone. So what I will do? I will give to the cloud. Please listen. Please listen. Okay, please listen. What is offloading the computation? When I am not able to do the process in my mobile phone, I will give to cloud. You do the process and give back to the result. That is what the offloading computation. What is the second one? Processing speed and data storage. Processing speed and data storage. This is the application of the mobile cloud computing. What is the processing speed? Cloud la irundhu neenga connect panni kondu varumna cloud enga irukku neenga sonningala வேகம் எவ்வளவு தூரத்துல இருக்கு பக்கத்துல இருக்கு இல்ல தூரமா இருக்கு சோ அப்ப இங்கே நாங்க கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ணனும்னா தூரமா இருக்கறதுனால என்ன செய்யும் ரொம்ப லேட்டா தான் மெசேஜ் வரும் that is what we call latency the delay in the communication delay in the time of delay for the communication is called latency அப்ப இங்க என்ன நடக்குது? Processing speed and data storage. Third one, increased battery life. Why increased battery life? Mobile நான் இந்த மாதிரி கம்ப்யூட்டிங்கே பண்றது இல்ல, எல்லாரும் cloud கொடுக்கிறதுனால my battery is withstanding for a longer period of time. Then I have an improved reliability. Cloud I have a problem, but here I have an improved, not full reliability, but at least improved reliability. Then security. Then mobile game. We park a little playing என்ன பண்றாங்க? Game. Where they are playing? So mobile phone. Okay, from where they are getting all this? Either through app. The app is getting connected to the internet. Yes or no? Or directly downloading or directly accessing the game, which is there in the cloud. Am I right? Right? So mobile. So these are all the things what why the mobile cloud computing is required. Okay. Now the next one. Please listen, Mark. Even now, what is the problem now? Mobile I am able to connect to the cloud and I am able to do the processing and getting the result into the mobile. Still, Duro appear. Yes or no? Mobile I am sending my data to the cloud, process பண்ணி கொடுப்பாங்க. So, here the அனுப்புறப்போ late delay இருக்கு, and here திருப்பி process பண்ணி வரப்போ delay இருக்கு. So it becomes a latency period of time delay is getting increased when I use this. So what is the next technology here? Why you are doing thus far, taking the things to the distance and doing the thing? Then they understood one particular technology they got in, what we call cloudlets. What we call cloud. What is a cloudlet? You can see here. Is a mobility enhanced small scale data center. இது வந்து ஒரு பாக்ஸ் மாதிரி. நம்ம வீட்ல எல்லாம் செட்டப் பாக்ஸ் இருக்குல்ல, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பாக்ஸ். Okay, so we are going to have a set-top box kind of data center. It could be in our house, it could be in a hospital, or it could be in the bus stand. எங்க ஒரு common place லியோ அங்க வச்சலாம் என்ன பண்ணிடலாம்? You can keep this cloudlet. So what is this cloudlet is going to do? It's located, the cloud data center that is located at the edge of the internet. எங்க இருக்குது? The cloudlet where you are going to keep edge of the internet. Edge of the internet என்னது? Before you access the user device, அந்த ஒரு எல்லையில என்ன செய்றோம்? We are going to keep this cloudlet. So this was the major breakthrough. See, இப்ப பாருங்க என்ன நடந்துச்சு, என்ன பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க? The computation is getting closer, coming closer to the user device. Are you following what I'm saying? Cloud எங்கேயோ தூரத்துல நடந்த வேலை இப்ப என்ன செய்யுது? கிட்ட அப்படியே வந்துட்டே இருக்கு. So no, cloudlet, that's what? It's a small, tiny scale of, the small scale of data center sitting at the edge of the internet. Internet ஓட எல்லையில போய் என்ன செய்யறோம்? The data center வச்சு. So வச்ச உடனே my device directly communicating to diagram பாருங்க. So my device on the left side, it could be a mobile or it could be a laptop. It is getting to the local connection to the cloudlet. From the cloudlet, it goes to the cloud. So cloudlet is going to be like an intermediator to connect your cloud as well as your mobile device. When I say cloudlet, I need to have a good technology. Advantage in that, it can efficiently process the computationally intensive tasks offloaded from the devices. Efficient work. Whatever the computational job we want to give, we can give to the cloudlet to do the process. But in the disadvantage, inadequate. The technology is inadequate because of the limited Wi-Fi coverage. புரியுதா? இப்போ நான் போய் ஹாஸ்பிடல்ல ஒரு காமன் இடத்துல cloudlet வைக்கிறேன். Common place like bus stand, I am keeping the cloudlet. Where all the customers, those who are coming for the bus stand, they can use this cloud access through your mobile phone. அப்போ லேப்டாப் எல்லாமே இது. It's not a wired connection. Yes or no? It is not a guided transmission. Yes or no? யாராவது பஸ் ஸ்டாண்ட் போறப்ப பாத்துருக்கீங்களா? ஏதாவது வயர் கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டே போறாங்களா? இல்ல. மொபைல் நம்ம கனெக்ட் வயர்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு போறோமா? இல்ல. So everything is connected through Wi-Fi communication. So the technology is inadequate because of limited Wi-Fi coverage. For a certain தூரத்துக்கு மேல போயிட்டீங்க Wi-Fi cannot work. Is it clear? Bandwidth, there is a limitation. There is a limitation in bandwidth. So these are all some of the problems what we faced in what is this? Cloud-led. We are bringing the process, cloud processing, very close to the device, but still we have a problem. Now, why? You should care about edge computing. Why you should care about edge computing? So what is the next? I need to think about some technology which will solve all this problem. So that is why we need to care about edge computing. What is edge computing? You see here. Today, what is the scenario? Yes, madam. So, applications that require autonomy. See, what is the technology required today? Autonomous car. Yeah. Driverless car. Yes? Driverless car. Driverless car. That is what we call autonomous car. So, today we are looking for something what is called the required autonomy. So, Industry 4.0 is all about that. Industry 4.0 is all about that. Looking for an autonomy. So when everything should be taken care by themselves, right? Themselves. That's why this particular, edge is very, very required. Then, application that cannot tolerate latency. Sir, no. So hospital, you have 100 beds or 1000 beds. All the customer patient details are there in cloud. You want to access some information from the cloud. You have to take a decision. Or in a critical situation, the patient will cry. You have to take a decision now. If you have a slow latency or you have a low latency, what is happening? Or high latency, for example, your data is coming very slow. Patient will work here. So no. So I have to take the decision like that. So I cannot allow some of the application today, healthcare application, I cannot permit this kind of what it can tolerate the latency. I need to have much more faster, accessibility. So it is very, very important. Healthcare is one. Then we have applications that require significant bandwidth. So you need some of the applications, for example, you see here smart surveillance system. You have surveillance system. So every time the video streaming is happening, yes or no? You are keeping some camera.
She began her career in various corporate engagements, research grants, awards, and publication credits. She empowers and develops people through her excellent coaching, mentoring, and feedback, as well as capitalizing on individual and team diversity. She commits her thoughts of knowledge in improving the quality, and she had taken many continuous improvement approaches to build productive partnership and strategic alliances. She proved her aspects in empowering the vast skill set to deliver, achieve, and to uplift to maintain the highest standards of work ethics, and also in supporting stakeholders and driving utmost performance. We are so glad to have such an eminent person in our second international conference in this wonderful occasion. Thank you.
Now the technical session in the hands of Professor Dr. Vinita Guptan, ma'am, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Satya University College, Malaysia.
வந்துரு அங்கேயே உட்காந்துக்கோ. இந்தா afternoon.
This afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Our colleague introduced me. Maybe I'll just do a short introduction. My name is Vinita Guptan. I am the Deputy Vice Chancellor in a university in Malaysia. Our university is very unique because we serve the poor students. So it is something that we do, our fees are very low, but we belong to a big organization. So today I'm going to talk to you about two things. One, about the organization I belong to. Two, about a model that I have developed to help businesses, to help education, and to help students. Okay?
ஆன்ல தான் இருக்கு ஆன்ல தான் இருக்கு
Now it's so dark, we all can sleep. Maybe on the front light, is it okay? Talk to you about making an impact. This is a program that I have spoken to in a UN conference. So I'm using some will be felt in the future. It's a very easy statement. Who do you think said it? Any guess? Abdul Kalam. Close. Actually, it's my mother. So my mother always tells me, if you do something and nobody is impacted, don't do it. So from the time I was growing up, if she said, I came from a poor family, so we had very little to eat. But she will always tell me, whenever somebody sits beside you, you must always offer your food because the impact is for that person. So from a very young age, I have always thought that anything I do, I have to think about how does it impact people, right? So when I was growing up, I had the opportunity to study in Australia. So I consider myself very blessed because God was very kind and I got a scholarship to go to Australia and I did chartered accounting. I'm a chartered accountant and but every time I did accounting, I asked myself, how does the community benefit from my accounting? After a while, I decided I will resign from accounting and I will become a teacher. Because I realized that being a teacher is when I can impact people. As an accountant, I impacted a lot of businesses, but I want to impact people. Today, I am rather successful because of my teachers. Of course, my mother is unbelievable, right? She's very good. I don't have a father, so it's my mother who's really done a lot of things for me. The next influence in my life have always been my teachers. Because they work really hard, they get very little money compared to the corporate. I know that because I used to work in the corporate. I worked in Australia, I worked in New York. You get a lot of money. But in your heart, I'm the happiest when I'm a teacher. Right? So this is the company I work for. The company is called Safeguards Asia. And we have a lot of businesses. We do security, we do cash management, we do fleet management, we do logistics, we do FMCG, canned food, all those biscuits, everything we do. We do oil and gas, we do IT, and we also do education. So I now work as a consultant for Safeguards Asia, but I'm also the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Education. And all our students, this is an invitation for you also. If you want, you can do placement with us, right? Or we can come here and we can collaborate in a lot of ways. So the faculty maybe will talk about it. So our students come from poor families. but they get an opportunity to work in our businesses after they graduate. So these are our businesses in Malaysia. These are our businesses in Asia. So we are in Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Indonesia. So our students can do internship or placement in all these countries. So every student is important. So we don't bother whether you come from a rich family or a poor family. As long as you want to learn, we will help you learn. Okay, so that's my role. So I want to talk to you all today about what my students do. So in our university, all our student projects, the final year projects, must impact a community. If it has no community impact, you fail. It's not like you get low marks, you don't get any marks. So the students will have to think, if I'm doing this, who is going to benefit? That is very important. Whenever you do something, ask yourself, are you the only one who's benefiting? That makes you selfish. If you benefit a family, very good. You just have to benefit one more person. Okay? So it's a very simple concept. So we take home businesses, people who cannot read, cannot write, they come from very poor families, and we help them start a business. Remember, all of us can do something. Whether we can cook, we can sew, we can do a lot of things. We are all very amazing human beings. But how do we change that to get some money? Right? So, as students, you know the secret to making things happen. People on the street don't know. So I tell all my students, you have the power to share that knowledge. Okay? So these are my students. What they do is they go and talk to these people every day for 6 months. Why do they do that? Is because then they understand what they are doing. If you meet someone for 1 day, nothing much, correct? If you talk to them every day for 6 months, you understand a lot of their problems. So these are our students who actually go and help them make snacks. So while they're making snacks, they talk to the ladies and they'll say, so what do you do? How many children? Some of them got 6 children. No husband, no income. How do you survive? Right? So our students actually talk to them. Then they have their products. So if you see on this side, we have about, all the women will come to our college and they will study, right? But when they come, they bring all their 6 children. Remember, when they come from poorer families, they got nobody to look after their children. And because they don't have people, they'll say, I don't want to study. So we tell them, don't worry, bring your children. So we bring the children, we bring the father, mother, everybody, grandmother, if they have, uncle, auntie, we bring everybody. For one lady, we can bring the whole family, right? Remember, when we do work for community, you must involve the family. Otherwise, it will fail, right? So every year we train about 400 ladies. And I told you we bring the children. So the children will do something in one room, the parents will do something in another room. So everybody is happy. Remember, I got so many students. If I got students like all of you, I can do wonders. So we've got a school of education. Our school of education students look after the little kids. Our business students look after the ladies. So our programs have won multiple awards, locally or internationally. And I'll tell you the framework that we use, which you can adapt almost immediately. The faculty can adapt it immediately. You see, when we learn and when we teach, as students, you listen and you do, correct? Your teacher say do this, you listen and you do. Then, as teachers, we just tell and you do, correct? Very simple. Then, one or two students will ask and they do. You know what is missing here? Talking, thinking. So education is really connecting your head, which is your knowledge, your hand, which is what you do, and your heart. If you don't have your head, your hand, and your heart, education is meaningless. Okay? So we use this framework in faculty development. And I have developed this framework called VIN. If you know, this is the first three letters of my name. Very easy. My name is Vinita. I've got the first three. So I won't forget my own framework, right? And you all will remember this because it is my name. The V stands for values. In all businesses, we have values. In your family, you have values. So we start from values. If you have no values, you cannot grow. Correct? At home, we have some values. My mother is from India. So today I've got Republic Day. I am first generation Malaysian. My father is from Trivandrum, my mother is from Kannur. So I am very much Indian, right? So whenever I travel, whether it's New York or Australia, and they ask me, where are you from? It's very easy, India. Everybody knows India, they don't know Malaysia. They don't even know where Malaysia is. How many of you know where Malaysia is? There you go, right? Not many. But you know where Singapore is, right? Clever, we're beside it. So I always tell people I'm from India, very easy. And I must tell you that I'm very proud to say I'm from India. So we all start with values. My mother taught me the best Indian values. So regardless what job I take, which country I work in, I still hold on to some of our Indian values. Okay? And influence. Who influences you? Is it your mother? Is it your teacher? Is it Steve Jobs or who? Somebody must influence you, right? That's when you learn. When you look at someone and you say, I want to be like you. Every time I come to South India, I tell myself, I want to be like everybody because you all speak Tamil so well. When I speak Tamil, I married a Tamil guy. My mother-in-law will say, please don't talk. Every time I speak Tamil, she says, stop, stop, stop. Your Tamil is terrible. So I always want to be like you all because you speak so well. And norms. So values is what we have, influence is what we see, and norms is what we do. It's a simple model. If every day you apply this model, your thinking starts changing. Okay? And I just explained values are your individual, your culture, your moral, your social values, right? And you have a set of values. It's not one value, it's many values that make who we are. Then we have people, the ideologies, the beliefs. I went to inaugurate the political science and history department just now. And they started with a prayer, which I think is fantastic. So we know what to hold on to, right? And once you have influences, you start behaving in such a manner, it becomes a norm. Like when I walked in, you all stood up. That's a norm. It's actually a value that you hold on to, which is respect. And that has been influenced by all your lecturers and teachers, right? So you take the learning and you put my model around it. When you learn, you appreciate the values of learning. When your teacher talks to you, you observe, you see. And when they ask you to do, you ask questions. Then you start reflecting, am I doing the right thing? Why am I doing it? And that's when the model comes to play. Okay? Very easy model. I can teach the faculty how to embed it in curriculum. So then our teaching and learning becomes adaptive. It's not, if I were to teach you, nobody will be sitting down. Everybody will be doing things outside. So I have moved teaching. The way I see teaching is we have moved teaching to connecting. If you teach, it's like this. I just talk, you listen, you fall asleep at the back, I don't know. But it's about connecting what you do. So it's very easy. The transformation begins with the 3 principles. VIN, your values, your influences, your norms. What is the policies that you will follow and what program you're going to design. I will show you in reality how we have used this. These are single mothers that we have helped. When we talk to the single mothers, we ask them, what do you value most? And they say, my independence. Because if I don't have money, I have to ask people. I don't want to do that. Who are your influences? They say it's the mentors. Can you tell me who are their mentors? My students. My students are 17, 18, are mentors to women who are 50 and 60 years old. We call that reverse mentoring. Okay? And the norm is, my students, because they've studied commerce like how you have studied, they can think how to make the business more profitable. So they go to these ladies and say, you're now cooking. I tell you how to buy cheaper raw material. I tell you what to do. I connect you with other businesses. So you see the value of sitting in a class is now connected to a lady who sells by the roadside. Right? And one of the policies we follow is a mandatory savings plan. So for every $1 you earn, you must save 20 cents. If you cannot do that, you cannot join the program. You know, as commerce students, you must remember, earning a lot of money is no use if you don't save. This one my mother told me, not the university. Okay? My mother used to say, you can earn hundreds and thousands of dollars, but if you don't know how to save, you will end up poor. My mother never went to school, but she's the smartest lady I know. It's so simple. So now, every time I get my salary or I get money, the first thing I do is take some amount of money and put it in the bank, and I don't touch it. And she always tells me, pay yourself first. Before you do anything else, reward yourself. You are important. One day I should bring my mother to speak to you all. She's 82 years old. She's amazing. She always tells me, you are the most important person. And I tell that to my students all the time, to say, it is you who's important. Don't spend all your money for everybody else. Pay yourself first, then spend the money. Right? So, because they run the business in now a very systematic manner, they get grants from the government. So this is a very sustainable business model. And what we do is, the program is called Emotional Connectedness to Business Acumen. So this program gets the students to use their head, which is their business acumen, the hand because they go and they make things with the people, and their heart because they sit down and they talk to these ladies. And it is a program that we have done across Malaysia and Cambodia, which is called Women in Enterprise. Right? I do this program in Mongolia also. Very simple model. So people ask me, so Prof, how do you get all these women? It's very easy. What we do is we do a monthly feeding program. We give free food. And these are sponsored by big companies. We just do the cooking and we feed. So every time people come, we talk to everybody. I know every lady who comes, I know their name, I know where they stay. It's because when they eat, I sit down beside them and I talk to them. Okay? Then I'll ask them, so what would you like to do? Because they'll all complain, I have no money. That's why I have to come for free food. So we ask them, would you like to earn some money? And if they say yes, we put them on our program. Okay? So these are some of the women that we have helped. This is a family. This lady actually cannot walk. But she came to get free food. So I asked her, I said, why are you coming and getting free food? And she said, well, I got no other choice. So I asked her, I said, what if you can earn some money? She said, impossible. In Malaysia, I don't speak English, right? We speak our language, which is Malay. And this program is called Sahabat. Sahabat is friend in our language, Malay. So she says, but nobody wants to help me. All we did was ask her, would you like us to be a Sahabat? Would you like me to be your friend? Her first answer is yes. Second, would you like me to coach you? And after 8 months, from a lady that sits at home and gets free food, she now runs a market stall. But you see, the difference is, she's still sitting, she cannot walk. She can never walk. She met with an accident and waist down, she's paralyzed. But now, she's actually running a business. And I have invited her, when I speak in Malaysia, she will come and she'll tell her story. It's amazing. So, in Malaysia we have floods. Bad floods, right? People lose a lot of their businesses during floods. So what we do is, every time after a flood, we go in and we turn people's lives around. We ask them, let's help you start your business again. Remember, this is not me. These are all my students. Okay? So, these were some of the ladies that we helped after the floods. This lady is making a kite. There's a particular state in Malaysia that does kite flying. So she sews the kite. This lady is selling one particular vegetable that she grows at the back of her house. So they used to be exploited because people will go and buy a lot for very cheap. Now we sell direct to the wholesaler. No more middlemen. And how we do that? We use technology. That's where you all are experts, right? So before we start a program, we visit their homes. So we go and see, these are people's homes in Malaysia. There are 4 families staying in one house like that. That's their kitchen, that's the family. So we all go in and we understand them. You can't help people if you don't understand them, right? So these are my students working either the homes. They work with different women and they put up banners. Remember, these ladies don't read or write. So it's impossible for them to put out a banner. So this is what we have done over the last 3 years. We've done 12 projects. When we say 12 projects, it's 12 villages. Each village has about a few hundred people. We have impacted 88 families. 88 families in Malaysia means there's extended families, there's about 800 people. 80 successful businesses, and each family has now got a USD 40,000 grant. They never had money. Now they have a lot of money, right? So we tell the students, if you want to help someone, the transformation is within you. It is not the person you want to help. It is you. Right? If you cannot help people, don't do the program. So these are our students, some of our students, and how they work with people. They work in a team of 5. Right? And their final year project, if all 5 of them don't work together, they fail. If they don't impact the community, they fail. So it's a very simple project. And guess who marks their project? It is that lady sitting there. It is not me, it's not their friends. The people in the community will look at it and say, you made an impact. Give you a mark. Right? And all of this was possible because the students used technology. Okay? So I'm going to end because you're rather restless. Do you have any questions?